YouTube, what's going on? Weirdy P coming back with another one. Let's get it. I gotta keep the fire going. Let's keep it going. Today I'm gonna do a reaction video. I'm gonna do a reaction video to actress LaLa Anthony, now ex-wife of NBA star Carmelo Anthony. She just went on a podcast called Life After Professional Athletes, and she talked about how difficult it was, dealing with Carmelo at the time during their marriage, especially once they moved to New York under them bright lights. Carmelo Anthony got traded from Denver to New York around 2010, 2011, and she said that's when her marriage started to down spiral and she started to see, red flags. So I definitely want to give a reaction to this because Carmelo definitely one of my guys, and this is something I definitely want to give some key pointers on because she went into detail about, how difficult it is dealing with professional athletes and things like that. So this is going to be a good one. Stick with me. Before I start the video, please watch the entire video, and if you like it, subscribe to the channel to receive more content like this and just content about life and various topics. Let's get it. Yeah, she just went on a podcast maybe a few days ago, Life After Professional Athletes, and she, gave some key pointers, key details about how difficult it is dealing with professional athletes, them having to go city to city to play ball games and things like that. So let me just start off with an article just to give some context so you know exactly where I'm coming from, and I'll get right back to the video. During an appearance on the Call Her Daddy podcast titled Life After Professional Athletes, LaLa Anthony said her marriage started falling apart after Carmelo Anthony was traded from the Nuggets to the Knicks in 2011. When we lived here in New York under all that attention, that's when things became complicated. I think that was kind of the start. Now that I look back, that was kind of the start of the demise of the marriage, LaLa said. It is the hardest with the scrutiny in the media and the press, just everything. It is really hard. That's not the only reason things didn't work out. But things got tough with New York, just constantly being under the spotlight and people watching every little thing. Okay, that's just part of it. Because if you know about Carmelo and LaLa Anthony, I'm gonna, get you up to speed. Carmelo Anthony committed infidelity in 2017. For those who don't know, he had a baby by, another woman. This is why they're divorced. A big reason. So her feeling, some type of way and feeling kind of, insecure and things like that, Carmelo Anthony proved her right over time. About her feeling insecure and not being able to, trust Carmelo. He ended up proving her right over time. And she stated some more key details that I want to elaborate on real quick. She says, I never slept. It's so funny. I used to think certain cities like, oh, these are the problem cities. Miami, I'll be like, oh, I'm definitely not sleeping tonight, or I'm going to figure out a way to get there. She didn't trust him, and rightfully so. But I also said this. I made a video a few weeks ago when I was talking about Shaquille O'Neal being a serial cheater. She didn't trust him. He was probably very immature, still in his 20s. They're both in their 20s at this time, late 20s. When Carmelo was, in Denver going to New York, I think LaLa's a couple years older than Carmelo. But I always said athletes are not mature in their 20s. Men in general, we don't mature until like mid-30s, honestly, when we mature in all phases of life. But these athletes, they have the pick of the litter. So it's gonna be tough for them to just settle down with one. They may always love one, but they're gonna mess around with plenty of different women. That's the life of an athlete. It is. And the funny part is, when they was in Denver, It was a lot more low key. You know, it's not as much competition as it was in the, you know, the Big Apple in New York. You know, in Denver, able to, like I say, stay a little more low key and keep your love locked down. You got to New York, come on. Everything is right there in New York. Bright lights, big city. It's like the East Coast Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? So as far as, you know, opportunities with movies and athletes and things like that, and actresses. So I bet it was tough going to New York, making that transition. But she won't say this. She won't say this. She won't admit this, LaLa. I guarantee her business shot through the roof from moving to New York. Business opportunities and things like that. I guarantee her net worth and her money shot through the roof. So it's a give and take, because, you know, being in that spotlight, you're able to, you know, promote different things, market a lot better. So she won't admit that, though, that their pockets got fatter when they went to New York. So sometimes you got to take the good with the bad. It is what it is. But yeah, Carmelo Anthony committed infidelity in 2017, has a kid by a woman named Mia Burke, a daughter that's 5 years old now. 2017, this is when the, you know, cheating scandals, you know, popped up and things like that. But her name is Mia Burke, and he has a 5-year-old daughter. Her name is Genesis. So, but yeah, I just wanted to give a little key pointers myself as far as that LaLa was gonna leave out. And just, you know, have some fun, do a little reaction to this, because Carmelo, one of my guys, and LaLa, you know, just went on the podcast, Life After Professional Athletes. So just wanted to give a reaction. Let me know what y'all think. Drop something down in the comments. I ain't gonna stop. Keep the fire coming. Knock another one out. Bow, bow, bow. Let's get it.